Now, some of the things that you need to talk about before you move in together. Because let's be honest, it's all fun and games. It's all romance. It's all, before intimacy.
Yeah.
And especially this being the month of love, we have seen people go out for their loved ones because social media, we are one small village, one global village. Everyone knows everything. I know what Beyonce had for lunch, okay, if she posted it. I will know exactly what Michelle Obama was doing at 2 p.m. today because we are all connected that way. And sometimes it's very easy for you to be swayed, for you to just live on that fantasy and have this expectation of, if other people are getting all of this, I am also supposed to get all of this. So it is important for you to have a conversation with your partner before you start being intimate with each other. Like, for example, how will we share household chores? This is very important, especially if you've not been living together. Maybe you've just been girlfriend and boyfriend living apart, and now you're finally moving in together. And there are things that go beyond romance. There are things that go beyond the honeymoon phase. Maybe honeymoon phase no imeisha. Now it's real life reality, okay? Before that, he used to cook and clean because he was trying to woo you. Lakini after umeingia box, and now you're part of the box, you know every corner of the box, he starts slacking off, okay? He starts leaving eggshells on the kitchen counter. He starts leaving socks. And you're like, wait, hold on. When we used to, those initial days, I would come to a fresh house, freshly smelling, imepigwa tu air freshener, very clean, no speck of dust, It was very lovely to be here. But now that we've been together, and now that we're intimate with each other, now that nimeingia box vizuri, you start dropping these small things. So it's now important for you to sit down and say, you know what? I am open to doing dishes, but can you also do this other thing? Because you don't want to be that person who moved in and took over chores because you want to be wifey. We don't do that here, okay? We're not wifeys without the ring. Ask Kathomi, without the ring, okay?
We don't play. But yeah, ultimately, other important things are figuring out your priorities. And more importantly, figuring out your intimacy in terms of your sexual history and health and going forward. Because a lot of times you find that once you get into a relationship, the same way people start dropping balls about how chores are to be done, how things are being split up, is the same way people start to drop the ball with sexual intimacy,
True.
So you find that you guys are either on different timelines, like he comes in at night and you're already too tired, or he comes in too late and he's tired, and you try something and it's just like, babe, I'm too tired, can we try this another time? Can we try this tomorrow? Or you're in it and then somehow you remind him that, by the way, how kunitumia pesa ya Pampers, and then immediately all the energy is taken out of that and no one comes to completion and like stuff like that. So your sex life can really take a lull if you're not paying attention. So for that reason, it's important to make it a priority.
And also talking about what relieves stress for you. Because there's this misconception going around that after you have sex, you're so relieved. Like stress leaves your body like that. But people decompress in different ways. Like for me, it's not in the bedroom. It's sitting alone in the dark and maybe watching something. There's no noise. There's no disturbance from anyone. That's how I decompress. So now imagine if I didn't have a partner who knew that, and every waking moment is trying to twatwa. Am I a rabbit? Sir, like calm down, like drink some water, drink some milk. So you need to ask your partner, by the way, like, do you like doing this a lot? Or do we just go with the mood? Or you're going to be the person who's always saying, Aki apana, Aki si saizi, because they can't read the room.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, men are not mind readers. They won't know until you tell him, listen, this does not do it for me. This is solely for you, okay? So move with caution.
Proceed with caution. But at the same time, also talk about your fantasies. Sometimes it's important for you to know again, none of us is telepathic. Yes, there are times when you feel like you're so in love with your partner that you know what they're thinking about. But truly and honestly, about fantasies, you could never guess. In a million years, it
You
could
will be
be,
shocked.
it could be like the most strange thing you never thought fathomable.
Sijakwambia your story. Lakini tuendelee.
That will shock the living daylights out of you.
Exactly.
You could find that that's probably why they're doing that whole, oh, I slid type conversation. It's because that's what they're into and they don't know how to bring it up, so that they keep sliding. And so many
Accidents.
other painful accidents that happen within the confines of your relationship and your
We saw
boudoir.
Prince William. Prince William, there's a rumor that he likes being pegged. And people didn't know this. And the whole thing was simply because he couldn't tell his wife
Yeah.
what he wants. And I also saw something very controversial, that married men especially have put their wife on a certain pedestal. And
Yeah.
even the very degrading things
Yeah, the grouchy
they
stuff,
would like to do in the bedroom,
they don't usually do it with
they
their
respect
wives.
their wives so
So
much
much.
that they would not want to. Please sit down with me, please.
Bring it up. Let me be the one to say no, you know?
Don't go out there.
Let me be the one to say no.
Don't embarrass us out there. Come and talk to me and say, oh, Mama Njoroge, there's something I've been wanting to try. You know, either,
But not all fantasies are extreme.
Exactly.
Some fantasies are as basic as, I would like for you to have a bit more foreplay before we get into it.
Okay.
It'd be as simple as I would like for you to send me like 10 messages during the day, such that by the time I'm coming home, I'm actually in the mood. I feel the love, I feel the energy. I would like for you to set the room in a particular way. Why are we using those heavy duvets?
Lakini Wakemani atatoa wapi time ya kukutumia message 10 na ana offload lori za cement huko?
Automate.
Tuseme realistic.
Kuna kitu inaitwa automation. These days you can schedule anything. You can quite literally get an app that will schedule messages. They don't need to know. No one needs to know that you sent them a message through a schedule. Yeah, next thing you know, you're being received with the warm hugs, maji moto, na kaugali katamu, kamepigwa kwanza, you know that.
Not every day ati we umelala ama the tap on your back. No. Okay? And also another thing, having a conversation with your partner without the presence of technology. Just having a one-on-one. And sometimes you realize in this age we're living in, you're always on the phone. You're always like, you'll text your partner something. If you need something, you'll text them. If they need something, they'll text you. And you'll realize hatujaongea face to face sijui since when. Because even when we're in the house, you're in a different room.
You talk in memes.
You talk in memes. Ama you text each other. Ati haha, keep it down. You're being too loud. I'm trying to sleep. And you're in the same house.
Yeah.
So just carve out some time. Just talk to your partner. Like, you'll even realize maybe their eye is going crooked and you've never noticed. Imagine how you notice, madam. Have a conversation without technology.
Oh my God. You can make simple rules around this. For example, when we're out having lunch or dinner or having a meal, let's not use our phones. Let's not have our phones out.
True.
Or when we have lunch together. Okay, let's purpose to have lunch together. And when we're having lunch together, let's just have lunch, Enjoy something, a small show that we both like or whatever. But like make it a rule so that people don't bypass it. And for those who feel like they're more important than others, excuse me, my job is just as important as yours. Can we become? Phones out means phones out. It doesn't mean, oh babe, niko na Karoli kamefika sijui wapi.
Niko na meeting, nangojea mtu anipigie.
That's a you problem. On this
Deliver.
table, no phones.
Exactly.
Another one is talk about other reasons why you might not necessarily be in the mood.
True.
Because especially women and men assume things. Like men will always go like, no, she's on her period. No, she's actually on, her hormonal medication is messing up her
Or
whatever.
you give the reason of, I just have a headache.
I just have a headache.
Yep.
Kuna headaches, or stomach aches, or leg cramps. Like there's always something. So we naturally assume that when I just go, no, not today, you naturally assume it's one of those things. And vice versa for women. He's told you, oh babe, I a long morning, I've had a long day, I've had a long night, this night is not becoming any shorter. Like there's always something, oh babe, there's something bothering me, let me just sort this out, I'm sorry, we'll figure this out. There's always something, and so it gets to a point where you're always assuming that it's the same things. And as women, we start to introspect and we're like, does he not find me attractive anymore? Is he finding someone else to, you know, take out all of these sexual energies from or with? But there's so many things that change. Time changes. You become older. Let me tell you, age comes with a lot of nonsense, including sex drives going lower. Number two, it could be a health issue. They really genuinely probably just had a surgery the other day, and now you're over there trying to jump their bones. Like, can you calm down? Or you've had a surgery the other, and like, can we be reasonable about how? So basically, try and have these conversations such that no one is blindsided, and then they're starting to make assumptions, and then assumptions lead to resentment, and then resentment leads to so many other things down the line. Just talk about it. Babe, what's happening? Wagwan. And they'll definitely tell you what's happening.